All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Fly and Infi. This game taking place here on not Infi, sorry, 120. Infi, the previous game. If you guys didn't watch it, that probably deserves a highly recommended game. Definitely one of the more entertaining games I've cast. 4 minutes in, I was pretty much, or 2 minutes in, I was pretty much dumbfounded, and I don't know how this game is gonna go. Definitely check it out. If you ever are looking for just off-the-wall games, search highly recommended or recommended when searching for Crota and WarCraft 3. I tried to reserve that tag for the absolute craziest best replays and games so that I don't waste your time. And I don't like it when people oh, must see this, and so many buzzwords and keywords, and you're just looking at it, you're like, that was okay. Right? I don't like doing that. I don't want to waste your time. I know you guys have choices on when and where you guys watch Warcraft 3. I do thank you for choosing me to enjoy your late evenings, early mornings, or whenever you decide to watch this video on demand on YouTube. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. This is going to be a much more standard game by 120, opening up with a Death Knight over here on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, it is going to be going up against a Blade Master. When you do upload the games you cast, when do you upload the games you cast? I missed the last game. I will upload the game after I am done casting. Just because the games take a long, or are rather large, and they take time and they take bandwidth for me to try and upload them. So I try to hold off just a little bit. Anyways, Death Knight now making its rounds out. It will be going up against a Blade Master. Blade Master looking to clear out this Ogre Warrior creep camp with the help of a Grunt. Grunt will get ensnared right there, but you saw a little bit of that micro, which is so key. Purposely engaging or pulling back with that Blade Master so that the Grunt actually has time to get within combat range. All right, there's a little bit of an engagement back there. Death Knight now looking to, get in some damage onto that Grunt, but that Grunt not in danger of losing enough health to get taken down. Blade Master now getting some superficial damage onto the Death Knight, and it looks like this game will pretty much be your standard fare. Death Knight will be using that Rod of Necromancy, putting pressure onto the Orc base with those skeletal minions, while secretly, or not so secretly, teching the tier 2. He wants to get Crypt Fiends and then, subsidize the army with some Obsidian statues and a Lich, which is extremely a powerful follow-up play. Now, Slaughterhouse is pretty much a must in the matchup here, as the Grunt purposely trying to hold position here, making it a little bit more difficult for the skeletal minions to actually get within combat range on that Grunt. Grunt still running around in circles, but that Grunt days may be numbered, as the skeletal minions, are causing a little bit of a problem. All right, Death Knight. Oh, Peon purposely getting into harm's way as well. This Grunt down to 152 hit points. Skeletal minions still chasing around. A very good bit of micro. As you can see, the Death Knight does not want to venture forth. Good micro, good understanding of his own base and the base design to keep this low hit point Grunt safe. 120 has pretty much invested so much time, energy, and effort to try to shoot down this Grunt that, now that he doesn't know where he is, he feels like he has to do a bit of chasing. Death Knight, Grunt gonna run around the corner the other way. Is the Death Knight gonna be able to find it? No, it does not look like it. And this is still a beautiful play by Fly. Fly pretty much doing all of the little things necessary to really come out ahead, and you can see it in just a bit of micro. Grunt now getting healing salved right there. Blade Master sitting at level 1, nearly at level 2, may be able to use a Windwalk strike and perhaps take down a Crypt Fiend there. No. Death Knight nearby with plenty of mana. Not going to end up happening. Meanwhile, this Grunt, his healing was disrupted, as the Grunt now chasing after that Crypt Fiend. That's not a place he really wants to go. stronghold has been completed. We should be looking for a Shadow Hunter. There he is. Meanwhile, Halls of the Dead does show an Altar of Darkness, waiting for perhaps enough resources for that slaughterhouse now, as the Death Knight once again ventures forth to try to put pressure on Orc burrows as they're being built. Peons heading back and forth now. Death Knight still, well, going after the Crypt Fiend, does get on a big heal here, as the Death Knight just staying close enough by to give another heal burst if necessary. There it goes. The Blade Master and the Grunt just trying to make sure that there is damage on that Crypt Fiend, but will be forced to back away. Once the Lich is out onto the field and the 120's slaughterhouse is done, I believe that the Undead army is going to hang back. What they're going to want to do is just get the Obsidian statue and get the proper army for that follow-up engagement. Pulling all of these creeps away now to be able to clear them out, also a very good use, as you're going to take a look. Ogre Magi being left behind and not engaged right there. Blade Master gonna try and do a little bit of a creep steal, but the Lich with that frost armor is going to make things very difficult. If the Blade Master tries to engage against the low hit point Death Knight, he will be slowed and not be able to do very much. Blade Master does come across with a big steal right now, as the Blade Master may try to finish off that Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend, however, is currently healed back up. Death Knight should be able to get off a big Death Coil, and there is plenty of frost armor to go around. Not only adding 3 additional armor, but slowing the attacks of that melee attacking Blade Master. Forest Troll Trapper nearby, up critical or Windwalk Strike, gets in that hit, gets a little bit more of experience. Wand of Mana Stealing, however, steals a bit of that mana, as that Blade Master realizes quickly, wait a second, I do not have a Windwalk and a essentially get out of jail free card. I have to be extremely careful, as I do not want to get, well, hit or slowed down in any real way. Death Knight still sitting at level 1, Lich sitting at level 1 as well, both of them halfway to level 2 essentially, as the Shadow Hunter is doing creeping away from all of the action. Level 2 going up against a level 1. The Crypt Fiend army is all here ready to go. Obsidian statue has been or is making its way over, and with those Obsidian statues, the heal should be well coming forth and coming plentifully. Crypt Fiends, Essence of Blight, healing up all of these Crypt Fiends back down across over here. Death Knight now being brought back over. Going to finish off more units again, as the Huntsmen are all going to get taken down. Level 2 on the Death Knight and on the Lich once more. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter and Blade Master looking to finish off this Ogre Magi creep camp. Unfortunately, 2 of the 3 grunts were not engaging, forcing him to take a little bit more damage. Blade Master picks up Gloves of Haste, perfect item for all of those critical strike follow-ups. Blade Master looking to finish off that Forest Troll Trapper, does get the final shot off there, as they now make their way over to the Kobold Tunneler. Both sides deciding to steal experience from their opponent's creeps. Shadow Raider going to be forced to retreat though, as it does do a little bit of scouting. 120 sitting at 49 supply compared to Fly's 42. Meanwhile, both sides just taking this opportunity to clear out creep camps and build their army. Renegade Wizard, Claws of Attack +9, plus 17 damage on that Blade Master now. Substantial damage, considering the fact that the Blade Master has a very fast attack speed. Each swing of the sword, even though it doesn't get that bonus critical strike any longer, is still extremely helpful. Raiders back off to the north will make their way back down. Murloc, Nightcrawlers, and Tide Runners will get cleaned up here. In addition, Death Knight now makes its way over, picks up a Talisman of Evasion, and that may be troublesome for the Blade Master, as, well, having a little bit of extra evasion, especially if you evade a critical strike, does add up substantial damage. Death Coil Frost Nova coming across multiple units here. One Peon able to get away though, as we're now looking at more damage getting added back up. Bestiary trying to get an upgrade. But like so many battles underway against fortified armor, having hero damage, magic damage, and piercing damage against fortified buildings doesn't add up to much. Meanwhile, the Raiders with their fortified fortified damage bonus with that siege attack, in addition to grunts, going to cause problems as the Tauren Chieftain now joins in on the fight. Are we going to be perhaps getting endurance aura? Not 100% sure. Units now perhaps trying to get away as the Kodo beasts are all right there. There you have it. Tauren Chieftain, well, decides to back off. Tauren Chieftain still not using its skill quite yet. We are looking at, well, more training underway. 49 supply compared to 49. Both sides have the same size armies. More acolytes being trained as we are going into a Tomb of Relics. Tomb of Relics was taken down earlier from that attack. Follow-up question. Do the grunts and do the raiders have the benefit of pillage? Meanwhile, Shadowhunter just shy of level 3. Blade Master comfortably at 3. Tauren Chieftain not yet on the board with any experience. Murlocs making their way over. Kodo Beasts getting in some bonus, or giving out some bonus damage as well. Grunts, I believe that's the improved war drums, as the Tauren Chieftain now sits at level 1, halfway to level 2. Shadowhunter really should have gained a little bit of experience right there, or is it going to try and gain experience from this gargantuan sea turtle creep camp? Pocket Great Hall is added. Meanwhile, Orc Burrows follow up. These peons are all here ready to go and waiting for this Great Hall to finish. No reason to really walk back off to the north side. All right, let's take a look. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 1. Shadowhunter does get to level 3. Tauren Chieftain now at level 2. Grabs Endurance Aura. Does not know if it wants a Shockwave or Stomp as of yet, as the gargantuan sea turtle looks like it will get taken down. Tauren Chieftain has 6 armor already, adding a lot of damage here, but is going to get caught right here. Shadowhunter shows up to the fight. What is going on? Tauren Chieftain, bad positioning once more, getting caught deep behind enemy lines. Grunts not getting taken down. Skeletal minions going after another grunt. A healing wave, but is it going to save? Tauren Chieftain is right here. There, puts its foot down. A big stomp across multiple units as a Kodo Beast able to start chomping on at least one Crypt Fiend. All right, one Illusion Kodo quickly going to get taken down. Tauren Chieftain may try to put its foot down again. Is it going to do so? It should. There it goes, stunning multiple units. As you can take a look, multiple units are still trying to get away. Frost armor onto those Crypt Fiends, followed by a Death Coil, saving multiple units again. Obsidian Statue finally gets taken down as the Kodo Beast is still slowly digesting a unit. 48 supply compared to 44. Tauren Chieftain, is it going to be able to stomp anything? That is a big question right there. As the Tauren Chieftain makes its way over, there's a stomp again, as the Kodo Beast looks like it will get taken down to 152, regurgitates a Crypt Fiend, as the army of 120 just may be far too much. All right, Dust of Appearance. Those burrowed Crypt Fiends are currently revealed, but they are not. Nothing is being done about them, as all the units are retreating once more. Blade Master was taken out. As you can see, as the Orc Burrow tries to join in on the fight as well. Skeletal minions taking a lot of that damage. Grunt gets taken out as well. And this is going to be a problem. This expansion not going to be able to pay for itself. 36 supply compared to 54. 120 now taking a commanding lead as this, well, major economic loss. He has the larger army. All of his units are still regenerating and regaining up hit points. As we take a look back off to the north here, the fortress not showing much of anything. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2. Shadowhunter sitting at level 3. Shade very much nearby. Blade Master gonna go ahead and get, well, resurrected. Death Knight sitting at level 3.5, as well as the skeletal minions finish things off. Crypt Fiends are upgraded 1-1. Lich sitting at level 3, very close to level 4. Dark Ranger perhaps could, well, cast the silence or do something right here, right now. Tauren Chieftain in a little bit of trouble. Healing Salve trying to keep those hit points up, as the Dark Ranger now still giving chase. Obsidian Statue joining in on the fight right there. Damage going to start to add back up. 39 supply compared to 57. Tauren Chieftain, the lagger here, in order to give all of the Orc units that precious endurance aura, allowing them to get away more quickly. All right, one grunt here. Bestiary nearly done. Barracks here ready to go. Units are being trained up as the Blade Master will finally join back in on this fight. Feels like it is very much late as the Tauren Chieftain finishes off the remaining 4 Stroll Trappers. Meanwhile, Blade Master heading back down to the south also has an Orb of Lightning, will be able to take down air units. Endurance Aura is still only the level 1 variety. It will be level 2 Stomp, which could be important, but not quite sure. Not quite sure if he's going to be able to finish off any of those Crypt Fiends. You saw multiple stuns earlier, but the Death Knight, along with the healing from the Obsidian statues, have kept this Crypt Fiend army all topped off. Death Knight sitting at level 3, though. We are 15 minutes into this game, and still, well, still only sitting at level 3, so the skirmishes have been rather small, to say the least. Pocket Great Hall once again being used. Expansion underway. 120, hoping, well, to finish off this game in just a moment. Death Knight gonna round off the corner. He needs to finish this game quickly, otherwise the economic advantage of this Great Hall is going to be too much to overcome. Kodo Beast back out onto the field. Blade Master nearby sees all of this happening. What is going on? Grunts are going to be here ready to go. Tauren Chieftain, which one is the real one? Can you tell the difference? As the Tauren Chieftain now looking to back up here. Tauren Chieftain all sides coming across. Blade Master going straight after the Obsidian statue. Death Knight. Blade Master does a quick healing wave. Gonna go after one Obsidian statue. There it goes. Wind walks away, but the Blade Master still gets taken down. Scroll of Speed not in time. Tauren Chieftain now makes its way over. There it is. The big stomp puts his foot down. 6 units stunned right there, as I believe there was some illusions in there as well. All right, healing wave bouncing back around 43 compared to 63 supply. Tauren Chieftain could put his foot down here again. Is he around enough units? Yes, 4 units or 5 units are currently stunned, as the Grunt now trying to head back. Kodo Beast slowly digesting on some delicious spider dinner, as it is going to be taking some time before it is digested and finished off. All right, Crypt Fiends going after the illusions. The illusions also proccing the miss from the Talisman of Evasion, as the peons are now looking to back up again. Losing this expansion once more. 120 should be able to gain enough experience to get to level 4 on that Death Knight. There he goes. Level 2 Unholy Aura. And allows for faster movement speed and more regeneration. Not that he really needs it. All right, Tauren Chieftain. Raiders not nearby. No possible sign of an ensnare onto an Obsidian statue, as the units are all retreating again. Grunts making their way around. Blade Master getting resurrected, but I do not believe it will make much of a difference, as the expansion and pretty much the hope for Fly's comeback has been taken out. Major creep camps all cleared. No real creep camps left anywhere on the map. And as the main gold mines, well, still have 5 minutes left to go. We'll see what the follow-up play will be. All right, Raider versus Crypt Fiend. No ensnares, oddly enough, waiting. Oh, there is the ensnare, but it was a little bit late, as the burrowed Crypt Fiend is sitting right there. Can the Tauren Chieftain stomp to reveal it? I don't know if that's a channeled ability. All right, Kodo Beast. That Kodo Beast, I don't know if it was digesting anything. Pia now going to get taken down. Blade Master still wandering around here. He is not revealed, but could have potential problems. 46 supply compared to 67. Tauren Chieftain. Well, Shade does spot this Blade Master. Blade Master, if it gets taken out for the 3rd time with early hero nuking, that could potentially be a problem. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability perhaps should be transferred over to the Blade Master as well. Swapping the Circle of Nobility may be just what the doctor ordered, as the Blade Master is revealed. Blade Master trying to retreat back. Healing Wave does save him. Tauren Chieftain gets silenced, unable to stomp, as a Grunt will get taken down. There goes Dark Ranger getting up to level 3. Blade Master gets a potion of healing. Meanwhile, Blade Master still getting revealed. He is trying to run around, not quite sure where to go. He is still revealed, as the Tauren Chieftain has not thrown his foot down yet. All right, there's a silence. Blade Master gets taken out, and that will pretty much be it. 120 easily taking out Fly in this matchup, making sure to manage his opponent's resources, removing that Blade Master. Even though he saw him earlier, he never really tried to nuke him down or go after him, revealing the fact that he in fact had a shade in that location. Good play by 120, and just leveraging advantage and pressing that advantage. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.